Hi everyone, welcome to Music is a Journey. This is the third short video that I am doing here over this weekend, trying to catch up on some of the tags and threads. I'm afraid I can't do all of them, just getting 3 done because I've got my own stuff to work on as well. I am wearing a Ningen Isu t-shirt today because Ningen Isu just released their 22nd album. So there it is. I will be doing a review of that later on. So if you see me doing a review of it and you're not interested at all, you don't have to watch. That's for the Ningen Isu fans. And I got this here with it, band signatures and all that. That's pretty cool. Okay, so what am I doing today? What am I doing in this video? I'm making 3 videos today. What am I doing in this video? Who was it now? Christian at Front to Back Vinyl was asking for a winter thread. And I was really thinking I can't do all these threads. I'm going to pass on this one, but I've seen some good ones, and I love winter. I really love winter. I get really excited when it snows. I get this like childlike excitement. I just want to run around outside with the snow, in the snow. And of course, as you may know, I love photographing outdoors. I used to love to go to the mountains in the winter. Which I just don't have a chance to do recently, but definitely a fan of snow, a fan of ice, specifically because I love photographing it. Okay, so let's see here. I just made a selection of 10. I think Christian was originally saying 10 albums or something too. I was going to do 5, but as I dug around, there were just more and more. So winter related, this is a band called Frost. I think people know, and I think this was their debut album going back to, it's hard to see, but I think it's 2008. And the opening track, Hyperventilate, is one of my favorite prog instrumentals of all time. So that is Frost with an asterisk afterwards. Next up in the stack here, this is an Icelandic band called Icecross. They're a heavy rock proto-metal band from the early 70s. They were traveling around Iceland, playing bars and stuff, doing mostly Beatles covers, but they really wanted to do their own thing, so they went over to Copenhagen in Denmark, and they recorded this album. I think it's 1971 or 72. It doesn't really matter right now. I'm trying to do a quick video here. So Icecross, this is actually a really cool album too. I think the song Jesus Freak is the one people usually cite from this album, but I really like the song 1999 too. I will be talking about this probably at another time, another date. Watch out for it. Now, Tommy's Vinyl Hunt. I noticed I noticed he commented on Embryonic Brian's video when his response to this thread, and Tommy was saying like, "What? No Warriors of Ice by Voivod?" Well, I don't think Brian, the Embryonic Robot Man, would be talking about Voivod, but I certainly will because they're one of my favorite bands. So here we go from Voivod's 1984 album War and Pain with the song Warriors of Ice. You can't see that, don't worry about it, it's on here, which is one of my favorite Voivod albums. This was called by some music critic the worst heavy metal album of all time. I don't think so. I love it, and a lot of other people love it too. So Warriors of Ice, be wild, Warriors of Ice. Yep. Okay, then Frost, what the heck, Celtic Frost, and To Megatherion, which was actually their first full-length album, even though they had released an EP, a couple of EPs before. And this is one of their classics. This is a great one. The artwork, of course, by H.R. Giger. Is it Giger? Anyway, the guy who designed the Alien character. My favorite movie of all time is Alien, the very first one. I love the second one too, though. Anyway, that's that one. Celtic Frost, so they chose their name because Celtic referred to the Celts, a culture, a civilization, a society of the past, and frost meaning winter, so coming to the end. So basically the death of a society or a civilization. That's what inspired the name Celtic Frost. So I read long time ago. All right, and then we've got Immortal, one of Norway's black metal bands from the 80s, a pure Holocaust, and there is a song on here called Frozen by Ice Winds. Perfect. These guys, at least in their older days anyway, their theme was almost like an imaginary northern land. So everything is frozen and cold, and Frozen by Ice Winds just fits in that perfectly. I think there was something like the guy who played the drums was not part of the recording of this album, but he appears on the cover. And then he got fired later, and then later on he committed suicide. So anyway, Frozen by Ice Winds. And then the Tea Party's first major label debut album called Splendor Solace. This is a band from Canada, and there is a beautiful acoustic instrumental on here called Winter Solstice. It's a lovely piece. If you can track it down, just give it a listen on YouTube. Winter Solstice by the Tea Party. Love it. Okay. Then, getting away from all this rock and heavy stuff and so on, we're going to visit a Japanese pop band, kind of almost progressive pop in a way, bit unusual, and they had a song on here called Kono Fuyu no Shirosa ni. So Kono Fuyu means this winter, and no Shirosa ni, basically they're saying in the whiteness of this winter. That's my rough translation of the song. In the whiteness of this winter. So Fuyu in Japanese means winter. All right, and that is Garnet Crow from Japan. And another band from Japan, well, what do you know? It's Ningen Isu from their album Kaidan Soshite Shi to Eros, meaning ghost stories and then death and love. And there is a song on here called Yuki Onna, which means snow woman. Yuki is snow and onna is woman, so Yuki Onna. And there is a video that somebody made for this, which just shows scenes from an old, like 1950s, maybe 60s Japanese movie about a woman who can just cast snow blizzards with her power, kind of like the Burn woman in the Deep Purple song, except she makes snowstorms instead of burning cities. So that's Yuki Onna from Ningen Isu. And then we got a couple of more Canadian bands to look at. This is a band called Norilsk, a kind of sludge, nature-oriented black metal band. Death metal, black metal? Not really sure, I forget now. And this is their album, Le Passage des Glaciers, The Passage of Glaciers. Nice, very frosty, cold-looking cover on that one as well. And the final one is a black metal band from Quebec called Sorcière des Glaces, Sorcerer of the Ices, I guess, of Ices, Sorcerer of Ices, not ISIS, Ices, because glass is spelled with an S here, so I guess that's plural. And there is a song on here. Oh, it's all written in this like this, can you see this kind of text here? What do you call that? Calligraphy type thing. La couronne des mille hivers. And I don't remember what a couronne is, but it's the something of 1,000 winters. Hiver, winter. So there you go. That is my selection of winter-themed songs for Christian at Front to Back Vinyl. Link to his video in the description, as always. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Okay, I think I'm done with my threads. Now I got to get on with my contest. Not today. I'm done with today. Thank you for watching, everyone. See you around. Bye.